Gransfors small axes. Which one is right for you?
Oh, whoa, you alright?
Hey guys, welcome to Live Outside. Thanks for tuning in. If you watch our channel, you probably know we're a fan of Gransfors axes, and we have several small axes. And in an effort to find out maybe which one is right for you, we figured what better way? Come out here to the mountains, spend 3 days, and put them to use.
That's it.
The smallest of the 3 axes we have is the outdoor axe, specifically made and designed for bushcrafting according to Gransfors. It's only 1 pound. It has a metal collar, which is separates it from the others. Very lightweight. Second, we have the wildlife hatchet. It's a little bit heavier than the outdoor axe. I'm not sure if it's to save weight, but I've noticed that at least for these particular ones, the outdoor axe seems to have a less dense grain to the handle. Last, we have the carpenter's axe, even larger than the wildlife hatchet. Very straight face, and it has a nice notch here. It feels very good for carving. But specifically for doing, designed for carpentry type work. But it's a nice size for out here. All right, one test we want to do is penetrating. How deep do these penetrate? I'm going to swing all 3 axes as hard as I can. The heavy ones will be slower, but are going to, have weight behind them, and the light one is going to be fast. So let's see what they do for penetration. That was the carpenter's axe. Now the wildlife hatchet. And the outdoor axe. Carpenter's axe. Our official measurement tool. So the outdoor axe takes it for penetration.
Bushcraft science. Next is chopping. We're going to do 10 swipes with each axe. This is the carpenter's axe. The wildlife hatchet. The outdoor axe. So in my opinion, swinging the heaviest one was obviously the most difficult, but on the outdoor axe, it penetrated a lot easier like we saw in the first test, but you're only taking this much of a surface area, so it would take a lot more swings to get through that. This one kind of was like a Goldilocks. It was right in the middle. Felt really good in the hand. It's got this nice curve right here, so it's got the little weight it has to it. It's not going to slip out. But this one did pretty well as far as surface area and penetration. This was probably the worst. Definitely not bad, but the worst. It's got so much area that you have to swing really, really hard to get a chip out of it. And it doesn't go very deep.
All right, so yesterday when we hiked in, it was 95 degrees. We were so hot and exhausted we didn't bother with a fire, but tonight it's gonna get down into the 30s, and it's definitely an awesome opportunity to try out these little axes to see how they process firewood. Just a quick tip, we are in a national forest. We don't wanna worry about catching things on fire, so we hiked up a rock from down by the riverbed, put it down in the base of our fire pit to make sure we don't catch things on fire. When splitting wood like this, the carpenter's axe is by far the better solution. First of all, it's heavier, so when it comes to an end, it really pushes the axe through. The handle's longer, so you get more leverage, and the face is wide, so when you're able to twist it out, it really opens them and splits them, where the outdoor axe being so short on both the face and the handle, it had a hard time doing that motion. See this? I want to stop here and show you what makes this outdoor axe a great batoner is the wedge is working here while you've got this metal protection on the handle, but yet the head of the axe is still exposed to continue to baton it down, and it just works really well. Yeah, so for batoning, the outdoor axe takes it. Making some feather sticks.
Wildlife hatchet feels the best. I thought the carpenter's axe would, but this actually, it's just lighter. It's got a nice face on it, so when you feather sticking, you can slide across really good. I like it.
So neither of us has ever tried a fire steel on an axe. So we're making up some really dry birch bark here to take a spark. We've got our twigs ready, we've got our feather sticks ready, and some nice dry pine. So yeah, let's see how these things work with a fire steel. You don't want to use the blade on this. I mean, you could if that was all you had and it was emergency, but it will damage the blade. The fire rod is steel. There we go. That will work. Certainly not as good as the back of the knife. For making spark, the outdoor axe seems to be the winner, but honestly, I don't know if it's by chance that this particular axe happens to have a sharp edge. These are all handmade axe heads, so depending on the axe you get, you may have a sharper edge or not, and you may even want to square your own axe's edge up just for this. Last test, which one can flatten a pretzel the best? Let's try your carpenter's axe. Well, that didn't work very well.
No,
it just broke it up.
Yep.
Yeah, wildlife hatchet worked the best on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Wildlife hatchet takes it. I'll give it to you. So here's the deal. The idea is which one of these axes are going to be best to take on a lightweight trip. A lot of the stuff we did, you wouldn't even use an axe for. You would probably use your knife, especially some of the batoning stuff.
Yeah, a knife with a baton is a very, very versatile tool. You can do so much with a good rugged knife that it almost makes some of these smaller axes what I would say is obsolete.
Yeah. But if you were to take just one of these things, if you could only take one, I would personally go with this one here.
I have to agree with that.
It's the lightest. The collar works really good. You would think it's in your hand. It feels like a toy.
It definitely feels like a toy.
But you get such
when I got it in the mail.
I
was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
It felt a little ridiculous. Look at how tiny it is.
But you get such a swing.
You can swing so fast, and it does work well, and the collar's really nice. I agree with you.
Yeah. And regardless of any of this, Gransfors Bruks are awesome products. All hand forged.
They're beautiful. Every one of these is beautiful. Every one came in the mail. We didn't pick these out. We didn't go to the store and pick these out. They came in the mail with beautiful grain, nice straight grain. The only thing I'll add is I have the Scandinavian forest axe,
which is big. Right?
It's big, right? It's significantly bigger. I will not go on a winter camping trip without that. And it's in a class way beyond these where you really can just crank through firewood. You can split stuff. Actually, if I were to say to bring an axe, I would say go get a bigger one. Get a Scandinavian forest axe. And then if you don't want to carry that big weight, then just bring a nice knife with you.
There it is. So of these three, this is our pick. Ultimately, you'd bring a good knife and the right tools, but this takes it. So I'm probably gonna take this one, and you can keep my carpenter's axe.
What?
Yeah.
The best is you're not making any noise.